Welcome back to the channel. Jack with Crichton Chronicles here with another What's in the Box video, and today we'll be looking at King of Tokyo, the Dark Edition from Yellow Games. King of Tokyo is one of the first Richard Garfield board games I'd come across. I'd known him from Magic the Gathering, and he's got quite a few board games, but this was one of the first ones I had found. And I was surprised that I didn't actually own the original, because when this came up on Marketplace, I was super excited to get it, and I wanted to do a comparison because I couldn't quite remember everything that came in it and how everything looked, and found out I had King of New York down there, but no King of Tokyo. So yeah, I don't know. We'll come down and see what we got. But yeah, I was actually kind of surprised that I didn't have the original. So can't really compare it, but it's all good. So take a look at this box. It's pretty sweet. Obviously, it's just got the little darker motif and everything. The other is fairly colorful, but it's a very nice box. I don't know how limited the Dark Edition is. Supposedly that's collector's edition. When I tried looking up, they said it was a limited print run, but who knows with that? Like, it's probably gonna get reprinted, I would imagine, but who knows? Maybe they'll stick to it. But yeah, so really nice box. Take a gander inside here. So, alright, we've got the rules. Really kind of a simple game. There are some different elements. These wicked tiles, don't know much about them. I read it, but yeah, I've never played with them. It's something new to this. And so you got the components, you got the little setup there, how to play. It's like 5 little phases in the game, and pretty simple. So some clarifications on some rules and examples, and for the last 2 pages, and that's pretty much it. Really small, simple rule book. And here's the board. Again, this is all there is. So basically, got the 2 spots in Tokyo. You got Tokyo City and Tokyo Harbor. And yeah, that's it. I guess this is the Wicked track, or Wickedness track, or some such. Again, haven't played with that. These are the characters you can be. You got Cyber Bunny, who I am going to assume my friend Purefire would want to be. It seems right up her alley. You got Gigazar, the King, Mecha Dragon. I think that looked different in the original. Actually, all these did, come to think of it. Alienoid, and then the Kraken. So, got 6 characters to choose from. Each comes with their own stand. These are really thick, really nice. There's a Cyber Bunny. But, yeah, really good quality. And these are the life counters and the victory points. So yeah, you start at 10 life, I think, and if you get to 0, you're out of the game, and if you get to the first one at 20 victory points, wins. So yeah, I'll set these aside. So let's see here. This is the new element, I guess, that I don't really know much about. I guess these are the various tiles. What do they call it? Wicked? I don't know if they're just wicked tiles or what, but wickedness. So yeah. Anyway, once you get to a certain point on the wicked trail, you'll get to pick. So these have like a little 3 on the bottom. They'll go here, 6, 10. And once you cross that point, you get to pick one, any tile you want in them, and they'll just give you little abilities. At the start of your turn, gain 1 energy. When you roll 3 1s or more, gain 1 extra victory. So they're just little bonuses that you get. So that's kind of cool. Nice little addition to the game. Just show off a few of them here. Again, really thick, like the standees and stuff, so really good quality. These are just the stands to put the standees on. And here we've got the power cards. So These don't come sleeved. These actually came, obviously. At first, I thought when I saw the Marketplace ad, I thought this was a King of Tokyo specific Dark Edition sleeve that I thought came with the collector's edition. I don't think it is. I guess I should say it, but it doesn't seem to represent anything on there. So it's just whoever was the seller just had the sleeves and they wanted to use them for these. And it's kind of thematic, dark, and Jack-o'-lantern is almost Sleepy Hollow-ish almost. But yeah, kind of cool. So, but all these will do is just give you some extra abilities. This is the cost and energy to buy them. There's, I want to say 3 or 4 out during the game. And so if you keep it, it's that you just put it next to you and you'll get to, it's like a permanent ability, kind of like the tiles for the Wickedness tiles or whatever. If it says discard, it's just a one-time use. So you just 8 to spend, and then you get 9 energy. So I guess that's okay. That seems kind of weak for 8. But yeah, so there's just a bunch of different abilities that you can get throughout the game. And all varying, obviously, costs and energy points. Nanobots, nice. Start of your turn, if you have fewer than 3 life, gain 2. That one's pretty sweet. Yeah, so I think there's like 66 of these, it said. And yeah, like I said, these will just be out on the board. And there'll be like a marketplace of like 3 or so of them. And yeah, you can buy them on your turn. These are just some tiles, like I think like status effect-ish like tiles. So I don't recall these if they're in the original or not, but looks like smoke, poison, and I can't remember what this one was. Maybe it's like some kind of ray or whatever. But yeah, so more status effects, because different cards will cause other status effects and abilities to trigger, and yeah, so, but I shouldn't have taken them all out because that's kind of a pain. And how about we just put them there for now? And here we have also, I'm assuming this did not come with the game, it was just the seller. So you'll have each character has their own marker for the wickedness tracker. So it's pretty sweet. These are really cool. That must be Cyber Bunny. But yeah. And then you got the energy tokens, which are like little lightning bolts, which is really cool. In the original, I know these were just like green cubes. There might have been a version that had that, or maybe people just had upgraded. I'm not sure, but what I was familiar with was just green cubes. So nothing in there. And then finally, this is the last component. This is a really nice tray. It actually fits the sleeved cards and everything as well. So, and then you just got really chunky dice, which have been good in all the versions that I've ever seen and played, even New York, King of New York. So, and basically it's like a Yahtzee game. So you can roll up to 3 times, and each time you can keep aside some or bring back in those if you change your mind to re-roll up until that 3rd roll. But then after that, you have to actually resolve everything. So the lightning bolt will give you 1 energy. The life will give you 1 heart, obviously 1 life. And then for the numbers, if you get 3 of any of them, 3 1s, 3 2s, or 3 3s, you get that many points, victory points. So if you got 3 3s, it's 3. If you have any additional 3s beyond those 3, you get like an additional point. And yeah, and then you got the claw, which is the attack for the game. And so, yeah, when you're playing, your characters will come out into the generally you just play with these 2. It's like 6, and then these are special for, again, cards, and maybe some of the wickedness abilities will give you the extra dice to use, but I'm not sure which. So, but yeah, these are really nice. This insert, like I said, is really nice. And let's put this away. So, but yeah, in general, this is a really well-produced game, and really excited to try it. I really, like I said, I'm surprised I didn't own the original. So I do kind of want that. I don't think you probably need to own both, but I just like to. And the original has a lot of expansions that I would like to mix with this, and I don't know if it would go with this or not, because this is such different themed, and it's just darker overall, just the palette and everything. But the other was, I thought, a lot more kind of colorful, and so I don't know how well they would mix. So I don't know, but we'll see. And yeah, so that's about it. Just if you haven't played the game, like pretty much you'll be coming in when you roll. The first person always has to come into Tokyo. So you got 1 to 4 players, and then 1 to 6, or 5 to 6, sorry. And so you'll come into New York, you'll roll the dice. If you're outside New York, you'll basically, if you roll the claw, you'll hit whoever's inside New York. If there's, like I said, 5 or 6 players, these have to be taken up. So the other second player, whoever else goes here, would be here. And if you're outside, get Cyber Bunny loaded up here. So if you're outside, you roll the claw, you'll hit whoever's in Tokyo. If you're in Tokyo, you roll a claw, you'll hit everybody who's outside Tokyo. And if you're inside and you get hit, you can decide to yield and leave. And if you do, the individual that hit you, I believe is what it is, they have to come in and take your spot. So you have to kind of manage between, do you want to deal damage, because you have to go in that spot. Maybe hedge your bets if they're gonna leave or not. Because if they don't leave, that's the other thing, you might want to stay in Tokyo. Because when you enter Tokyo, you get a victory point. Actually, my head's kind of covering that. When you enter Tokyo, you get 1 victory point, and if you start your turn, you get 2. This means, but the downside is you can't heal while you're in Tokyo with the dice. Anyway, you can through the cards and stuff, and then this is the new thing that there are the wickedness points. So if you get triple 1s, you get 2 wickedness points to move up on the trail, and then if you roll triple 2s, you get 1. So you would basically get like 2 victory points and 1 wickedness, 1 victory point, but 2 wickedness. So that's kind of cool. I'm really interested to try this track and see how that goes. But yeah. So anyway, it's a fairly simple game, and yeah, I don't know. Looking forward to trying it, and I'll probably come back up here real quick. I'll put those in after. And yeah, taking a little bit more than I thought, so I apologize. But yeah, so I don't know. Have you tried the Dark Edition? Do you think it's worthwhile getting beyond just the standard King of Tokyo? I do like. I thought Cyber Bunny was one that they had and then removed during a second edition. Maybe my memory might be off on that, but I'm glad that they have it in this, and it just looks cool. All these characters look cool, so I'm glad to have this edition. And I'm probably still going to try to find the standard edition, and just for the sake of the expansions. Unless I can mix in this just fine. Maybe it's just the theming of everything will be a little off and not mesh well, but they might reprint those. I'm wondering if they're going to reprint some of those for this, but since this is limited edition, I don't know. So anyhow, if you play this, let me know what you think, and if you haven't, if you think you might want to try it out. So it's a good kind of gateway game, fairly simple to learn. It's, like I said, kind of like Yahtzee. There's the 3 rolls, and you pick your dice and then resolve them. So yeah, anyhow, thanks for checking out the video, and until next time, take care.